Well, it's good to see. It's always good to win, and guys trying to give, a lot of our guys trying to give maximum effort. And I thought that our defense picked up today. Our effort and our energy was much better. That was probably the difference in the game since our offense, other than not turning the ball over, our offense continued to struggle. It's always good to get a big win.
It's pretty much how you drew it up, Nick, when you talked to us earlier this week about getting back to being a swarming defense. You outscored them 21-1 with points off turnovers. Is that the game there?
Yeah. I mean, that's who we got to be. Obviously, I think we could still do better than Jaquan could do better 1 for 9 from the foul line. And our big guys. Well, David gave us a big lift. I got to get Sheck and Kelvin to do a better job around the rim, getting fouled. But you know, we overcame our offensive struggles today.
Did you intentionally get that technical foul?
I don't know how you intentionally did it. I mean,
did you want to get one?
No, I never want to get a technical foul. I just want a fair shake, that's all I want.
You see it happen every so often. You know, coaches get technicals, teams, crowds react to it, and it sends them on a good spree. Any sense of why that happens? But obviously, it had that kind of effect on you guys. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that or disagree. I really don't know. I know that Georgetown's winning the league, and rightly so. They've been a dominant team since their first 2 games. But when Buzz Williams got a tee, all the geniuses in the national media wanted to blame the game on him when they trailed the whole game and they were never going to win. And everybody wanted to pound Buzz Williams' tee, ended the game. They were down 7. They were going to lose anyway. Odds were they were in deep trouble. Anybody watch the game, but everybody wanted to blame the tee on him, which was ridiculous by anybody that was taking shots at Buzz for that. So I'm not going to take any credit for a technical foul. I mean, you know, who knows? I mean, what I think that more importantly, we started making a few shots. Now, can I take credit for those shots going in because I got a technical foul? You know, some people believe in that type of stuff. I don't know. I honestly, I obviously don't, because that's my first technical since 2 years ago. None last year, none this year. 2 years ago. So I'm obviously not running around getting a lot of technical fouls because I believe in that stuff.
Talk about running 2 guys at Boatwright on that final possession for UConn where he over and back. Just the decision to run that pressure at him and look like it threw him off a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't going to let him just play it out. We're going to try to make him take his time. Corralling is our term, and then obviously when it got under 10, we were going to foul. We weren't going to let him shoot a 3 at the time. We were going to foul. But what happens a lot of time, in my experience with that, you know, that you got smart players and that happens. You end up getting a steal and you don't even have to foul. But I don't believe in letting the team shoot the 3 at the time.
Your dad
under 10. Under 10.
Your dad wouldn't let you live that down, would he?
But I would have, you know, the kids executed it perfectly. We were in a 2-2-1 press, and the front 2 guys, Cash and Jaquan, did a great job.
How emotionally draining has this week in this game been, maybe compared to other ones, or has it been similar?
No different than normal. I told you I was a really good student. My sister's highly educated. I should have went to law school. If I wanted a normal life, that's just what we do. You know, look, I had my chances. My mom told me to study harder. I wanted a life in sports. This is just the life. I mean, it is what it is. You get, you know, if you can't handle the heat, you shouldn't have the job. No matter what year it is, what team you're coaching, you got to be able to deal with it, stay focused, and try to get your kids to play the best, give their best chance to win. So, you know, I'm more worried about the kids.
Did you feel the kids responded pretty well to?
They were great. They were great this week. But they, you know, make no mistake about it, they knew they needed it.
How would you describe that sequence when you got the technical? You kind of ran down the end of the bench.
Well, I'm just thankful I didn't blow my knee out. I got a bad wheel, though. I got no cartilage in the I'm just biding time till knee replacement. And as you know, it's golf season soon, so you want to talk about being miserable. Have off-season knee surgery.
Talk a little bit about the lift that Jermaine gave you guys.
He was great.
Second half.
I was really happy for him. You know, he got into a flow today. That was a big key. Jermaine, he got into an offensive flow. You know, obviously making a shot helped him. Getting to the foul line, knocking down 2 shots. He really got into an offensive rhythm. Again, you know, I thought there was a couple times he could maybe get to the foul line again, but it's just one of those type of games where I thought he got deep and maybe got fouled, didn't get called.
Obviously, it was nice to see Cash finally make a couple shots, even though he didn't have a good shooting night.
A couple being a key term.
Yeah.
Because I looked down. I'm just concerned about his leadership and his energy. He took one shot that was ridiculous, especially with the time in the score, and he knows that.
And what about the game that SK played?
Well, the thing about him is he has toughness. Some guy was doing a thing on players and asked me, he said, about Kenny Satterfield, the East player. I said, you know, we had a great team back then. When you had him and Steve Logan and Pete Michael, Kenny Martin, we had some mentally tough guys on that team. You know, mental toughness and work ethic is the hardest thing to find in recruiting. And you really don't know until you get a guy in practice. When he gets elbowed in his chest, and he's got to improve because it's not high school anymore, you don't know how they're going to react. But I knew during his redshirt year, the way that guy attacked practice every day with the life and the energy that he has. If you could transform that to everybody, everybody'd be a much better employee, worker, player, you name it. He's just got unbelievable work ethic.
Anything else?
Thanks, Coach.